Hypnagogic images are hallucinations that come before falling asleep, usually when you first lay down to sleep for the night. These images come in a state of mind between sleep and wakefulness, and sometimes signal the start of lucid dreaming. Like lucid dreaming, you are completely aware that you are holding these images in mind and are not confused by their reality outside of the mind. Hypnagogic images are free-flowing, that is, they never stay static. They are spontaneous and mutate into something new all the time. They are found drawing close and merging with your sense of self, your essence. And once past, a new vision starts that's more removed. It grows like a cloud and continues the progression and changes into something completely new. What can be seen are fractal patterns, organic forms, eyes, the orbits of a skull, and inorganic structures showing extreme details, such as a volcanic lava flow, or metallic structures like the trellis system of a bridge, and the gears of a clock, the circuits of a computer, etc. Hypnagogic images are somewhat different to hypnopompic images that are sometimes seen when waking in the morning. I have experienced both. I found hypnopompic images to carry more cohesion, more self-unity, and are less changeable even as they move, and are therefore easier to fool someone into believing them to be real. When I woke as a young boy, I seen a turtle walk across my bed. I figured that it was imaginary because when I put my hand out to stop its forward motion, it walked through my hand. Given that we want to intentionally follow a protocol to see images while being awake, the inducement of hypnopompic images won't be considered. I will now present a safe, drug-free method to induce hypnagogic images. If the goal is to induce hypnagogic images during the middle of the day, I have found that my practice can lead to lucid dreaming in some instances. Usually, I plan to see hypnagogic images when I return to bed at night. Sometimes, if too much enthusiasm is initially given to anticipating such imagery, however, the practice may lead to nights of insomnia, where it becomes hard to break the cycle of imagery. I believe all of us can see after images. Stare at something for a few seconds, or stare at a light, then close your eyes and see the after image on the dark canvas of your eyelids. It will fade in a few seconds. If it persists for any time, you might have a photographic memory, the eidetic memory. My after images fade away gradually, but if you watch them, you might see them fade and blend into a new image. And if you can continue watching the after images change into new images, image after image, you are close to seeing hypnagogic images already resting above what are otherwise dark outlines seen while your eyes are closed. Relaxation techniques are proposed for entering the hypnagogic state, but my proposed method will defer relaxation until after a state of preparation having to do with establishing the after image by active immersion, having to do with what I just described as staring. So the plan is to first immerse yourself in active participation into something that demands all your visual attention, almost the complete opposite of relaxation. Drawing images using dark ink on white paper under a bright light works well and impacts yourself with sharp impressions. Practice free association and let the doodles flow out, uninhibited. Then go back and sharpen the edges, and even smooth over the transitions so that the image is pleasing to the eye. Continue this practice for about 30 minutes while making a more comprehensive sketch of all the images that flow out. There are other forms of visual stimulation that might be entertained to prepare for hypnagogic images, but this can require more than 30 minutes. Riding a bicycle in the country can take all day, but this activity carries a lot of active participation and can leave many strong visual impressions. The passage of streets, trees, and cars becomes a visual progression of events had unfolded during the bike ride. The active participation in a carnival that comes to town can leave a strong series of visual impressions taken up by going for one ride after another. The circular motion of a merry-go-round, the motion of yourself moving in a circle, the many carnival lights in motion and against the night sky all leave strong visual impressions. A few hours at the carnival can provide adequate preparation for hypnagogic images. After active visual preparation, return to a dark room and rest comfortably flat on your back with eyes closed. Enter the hypnagogic state through relaxation, as others have described, but stay awake by the deliberate act of constant anticipation. During relaxation, become less judgmental and accept what is revealed. Release all tension and open yourself up by expressing the emotion of gratitude for what is revealed. Don't try to consciously control the images, just accept them. Don't become fearful as the images become close and merge with your essence. Embrace the images with curiosity. There should be much to see that will initially resemble the visual impressions made by your earlier period of active immersion, like after images. And these images should appear spontaneously without effort once adequate relaxation is reached. When anticipation ceases, you should be able to drift off into sleep, leaving the images behind. I have found that the ability to conjure hypnagogic imagery improves with practice and can eventually be done without much preparation. Perhaps with some practice, you too can see a hypnagogic progression, something like this.